Welcome to sportsbookreview.com. And that means that we've got Tancredi from our Italian side, and we've got Alex from the Bundesliga, and obviously I can take care of the Premier League, and obviously everyone knows about Barcelona as well. Remember, we are live on StreamYard, we are live on YouTube, so that means that you're our third guest. We need to know your fancies. Do we trust some of the sides that have like down tools recently? And then we've got the sides that they've not played for so long. So what are we going to get? We saw PSG at the weekend in the cup final. They looked absolutely toothless. Then we look at Napoli, who've got Barcelona, and Napoli. Oh, how are we going to trust some of these? But listen, before we get into the boys and we start having a look at these 4 games, then if you like this video, then please subscribe, press the button and ring the bell. Ring the bell means we can notify you, and you will need to be notified because we've got so many shows going on, so many sports, MLB, NBA, UFC, and the European Champions League and the Europa League that's coming up in just under an hour's time. So listen, let's crack straight on. I've got Tancredi. Happy birthday for yesterday, Tancredi. And Alex, who's had a weekend of just making sure that he gets everything right on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Gentlemen, I'm going to come to you first, Tancredi. Tan, what sides can we trust and what can't we trust? Because our first game is Juventus versus Lyon. We'll have no graphics along the bottom, so I will timestamp this. But we've got Juve at -250, draw +380, and Lyon at +700. Tan, Lyon looks strong, but they looked a little bit lifeless. But Juve, can they turn this round?
Look, we have to trust all the sides because there is no tomorrow here. The motivations are different for many reasons. Lyon got only one chance to stay. I don't think, honestly, that they will be able to win the Champions League, which would be the only way for them to be back in the European competitions next year, as they lost the League Cup final against Paris Saint-Germain and they didn't make into the 6 European spots in France. On the other side, we know that even if Juventus won the Scudetto, the way they will settle down in this Champions League will make the future. Obviously, if they win, there is nothing to say. If they get out in semi-final or they lose in final, again, nothing to say. If they lose in quarterfinals, it depends how. But anyway, if they lose, will be against or City or Real Madrid. So it's not like you are under achieving because anyway, it's City or Real Madrid. But if they lose against Lyon, even the future of Maurizio Sarri can be put under threat. I can tell you this for sure. So it is incredible to say, but there is much more at stake for Juventus that already won the title than for Lyon that by ending 8th missed out on Europe. We have to believe every side, even when we will go in the next games. We have to believe every side because it is just so important. And if we look anyway, if we get a bit into not only philosophically, but technically this game, Juventus basically didn't play the last 2 games. They did huge, heavy rotation. Dybala has been suffering an injury 3 games before.
Will he play, Tan?
But he will play, exactly.
He will play?
He will yes, he will recover.
That's massive.
He probably won't have more than a couple or maybe 3 trainings in legs, but he will play. You can be sure about that. Cristiano Ronaldo was rested because of that reason. There is the Cristiano Ronaldo factor also. Now, I know that when we analyze football, it's always too easy, maybe a trick to think that, oh, there is Messi, there is Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, that will make it. Football is a game of 11. You teach us, Flash, about that. A Messi or a Cristiano Ronaldo is never enough. We saw it against Liverpool last year. Maybe on paper, Barcelona was much better for what they could do potentially, but Liverpool overcame their 4-0. Although in such a competition and in this kind of nights, where you don't face a Liverpool that is a huge, perfect system that needs a good night or a perfect night. You face someone that can shock you over one night, but that got anyway some limits. So in those nights, I expect Cristiano Ronaldo to make a difference. Last year, Juventus was in a similar situation. Last year, Juventus was drawn 2-0 in Madrid by Atletico. There was the return leg. And let's say that the Juventus, the Barcelona, they can play one jolly once in a competition. Like Messi against Liverpool, like Cristiano against Atletico last year. Hat-trick, Atletico home, Juventus go through. The mistake Juventus did that time was to think it was enough. It was too much. And they didn't realize it was one lucky night and they shouldn't have lived on the expectations on that. But I expect Cristiano Ronaldo to pull out that night this time around. On the other side, Lyon, Flash, Alex, they played against Paris Saint-Germain, the League Cup final last Saturday.
They didn't look bad, right? They
didn't look bad at all. At all. Guys, 5 months without kicking a ball in a competitive
on a competitive level, yes.
5 months. And see, Paris Saint-Germain are exactly, I would say they are pretty comparable to the kind of style that Juventus will play. With one difference. Paris Saint-Germain was not having Mbappé. Juventus will have Cristiano Ronaldo and Dybala. I would say that Neymar is more like Dybala, Cristiano Ronaldo more like Mbappé, more or less.
But you cannot. Maybe also Dybala. Okay, he will play, but he will not be at 100%. Let's expect that he will not be in top shape. You know, after so many days out, so many weeks out, and without proper training, he will not be 1,000% ready for this match.
Do we see goals, gentlemen? Do we see goals? Do Lyon actually? Do Lyon score? Because I think both teams are going to score in this game.
Look, I'm struggling to see on that because I know for sure that Juventus will score. And the matter is how many Juventus will put. If one for sure, whether they will put 2 or 3. Lyon, in spite of being managed by Rudy Garcia, who when he was at Roma, was known to be as the most open play manager in Serie A, that many times was committing some innocent defensive mistakes, but he learned the hard way the lesson in Italy. And at Lyon is doing much better on that. I saw it in the first leg against Juventus. I saw it against Paris Saint-Germain. So I think it will be the same as Blackadder. He will have a cunning plan for this game. But it is hard. Alex, you say Dybala won't be 1,000% fit. I don't know. Juventus in this situation are very good at covering up what is the real health situation of their players that is expected to be, maybe not so much in shape, then arrives at the game and bam, it was actually one of the best. So I don't trust exactly what the news that comes out from the training camp.
Tan, I'm just wondering how much of this partisan opinion you've got is actually biased.
No, partisan.
It's also with emotions a little bit, to be honest. Also, if it was a team from it's a team from your country. If you think like that, you know, you want them to go further in the competition, right?
Yes,
no, guys, but. Really, no partisanship at all. Champions League for me, it's above everything. But when it is about panditing, for me, no partisanship at all. Lyon,
either than Inter.
Well, listen, this is not a documentary show. I want some tips. So, Tan, how do you see the game going?
I see the game that with the Cristiano Ronaldo factor, with those factors, I see Juventus to win and to do it with more than 1 goal advantage.
So let's say European or Asian?
Pardon?
So Juve -1?
European.
-1 European, right? Okay.
European handicap -1. So I say Juventus to win at 220 with the European handicap -1.
Okay, plus 220. Alex, finally getting to you now. I see that Lyon do score. So do you see an Alex classic here?
Listen, I took them last week after seeing so many bad matches by Juventus. I took them to qualify. If Lyon finds the back of the net, Juventus need 3 to qualify further in the competition. So Lyon to qualify at 2.02. And I also have over 2.5 goals in the match at 1.76, because if Juventus will overcome the deficit, I think that we'll see at least 3 goals on the scoreboard. So for me, it will be brilliant if Juventus will win 2-1. Also, Lyon will go further. Also, we will see over 2.5 goals in the match. But again, don't underestimate Lyon.
No.
Juventus with no crowd. They are right now, they got used with that after so many games in Serie A. So this is very good for them. But Lyon on the other side is going in an empty stadium right now in Turin. So that is good also for them. They, again, like Dan said, they didn't play that all bad against PSG in the cup final in France. So I don't know. They won in the first match. Of course, they were very, very lucky to win that match, to be honest, after Juventus dominated the entire match. But again, football is played with goals, and they scored 1 goal, and here they are 1-0 with an away with a home goal going to play in Turin. So I think that they might find the back of the net. Juventus are struggling lately. We've seen that. Okay, with a lot of replacements in the last heavy rotation in the last matches. But come on, they finished the league only 1 point. Let's not forget that. If the other teams were not so stupid to drop points in other important matches, I would tell you that it will be the outcome before 2 rounds before the end of the season. So yeah, a little bit unlucky from Inter and Atalanta and Lazio there, because they dropped too many points since the return of the season. But Juventus is Juventus, and we will see them in big games. I still think that Lyon to qualify further at 2.02 looks like a decent set of odds.
Yeah, I thought Lyon double chance. That was great value, because I think this will be a really tight game. I can definitely see this being 1-1. But again, we've had Nilo come on and say, well, without Dybala, Juve will struggle. And then Nilo then switches completely the other way and says Juventus win 2-0. Listen, it's going to be an absolutely cracking game. Listen, we're not here all week, so we've got to crack straight on, and we've got a unbelievable game, probably the best game of the 4. Then it's Man City at -145, draw +350, and Real Madrid at +340. I think that this is another Alex, classic Alex, and also
Yes.
it is not one-way traffic for a Man City to just hose through to the quarterfinals.
It's not one-way traffic, but it's very important with Sergio Ramos missing the game due to suspension. He was red-carded in the first leg. It was the cat and mouse match in the first leg. It was the first time I saw Pep Guardiola waiting at the back and waiting for Real Madrid to attack. You never expected that from Pep, but it was a surprise prepared for Real Madrid, and they won 2-1, and they are in the second leg with that huge advantage. Now I expect the same thing. I don't know. I have this feeling that they will wait for Real Madrid, who are forced, of course, to score twice in order to qualify further in the competition. And you know how deadly Manchester City are on the break, right? Despite not being with Sergio Aguero there, but still they are very brilliant when going forward. And let's not forget that now Eder Militao will step in for Sergio Ramos, and last time Eder Militao played with Varane at the back. They lost 3-0 at PSG.
Oh, they look shocking.
PSG without Neymar and Mbappe. Let's not forget about that. So Manchester City, yes, I know Real Madrid finished, won the trophy in La Liga. They won 10 matches in a row, but Manchester City are not Alaves and all the other teams, in La Liga, Manchester City are one of the best teams in Europe. Yes, they failed to win the Premier League this year, but you will see them next year, because next year it will be totally different in Premier League. I'm expecting many, many teams to fight for that trophy. So Manchester City might even put a number on Real Madrid, to be honest. I will not risk it. I will just play the Alex Classic here at 1.91. Minus
great value.
US odds. I think that Real Madrid will also find the back of the net, because Manchester City are not the same rock-solid defense as we saw last season. So, I think that the Alex Classic should come in, because this should be the most entertaining games in all 4 matches this week in Champions League.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree, Tan. When we see the Alex Classic of both teams to score and over 2.5 goals, and I know that normally you'd say that Madrid have got to go and have a pop, and then obviously they'll hit them on the break. How do you see this game going?
Alex Classic seems to have bought the ticket for this game and been the only guest invited in the Etihad Stadium, because to be honest, what happened in the first leg, as Alex mentioned, is that Guardiola surprised everybody. For the first time, he said, guys, I'm tired of receiving the claps with Manchester City and then watching the final from home. Now, no more. I don't want to buy crisps or beer anymore to enjoy the final. I want to be the protagonist in the final. And he understood then that no more Monaco or Tottenham bullshit did by Manchester City. Let's go for the results. And I think that for the first time, even Zinedine Zidane was surprised by that attitude. Now, as you say, and correct me in English if I'm wrong, Flash, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Shame on me. Yeah.
Yes. So Zinedine Zidane probably won't go down into the history of football as on the managerial side, as someone that left his mark as Guardiola, or maybe as Klopp, but in my opinion, he's the most clever manager all around in the world. If we talk only about cleverness, he learned in the best way. In Italy, but then also in Spain with Del Bosque. He learned the best way. Maybe it was the first time I saw him surprised. Also, it was one of the very few rare times we have seen Real Madrid possibly damaged by refereeal decision. Normally it's going the other way around. But this thing, it won't happen again anymore. It is true they are missing Sergio Ramos, but they have to find the goal. But the way they played the end of the Liga, the post-lockdown games, has shown how good anyway he can get till the point in the end. Now, maybe this time around, it won't be enough to reverse this 2-1 he considered at Bernabeu. Exactly for the reason that on the other side, there is a Guardiola that maybe for the first time said, okay, I don't want to be that anymore, the beautiful guy that is not scoring, the funny guy that is not scoring in the night. So, I think that things will happen. I don't know if it will be enough for Real Madrid till the end, but things will happen and will be on both sides. So again, the Alex Classic, I think, is the only one that is getting a ticket for this game at the Etihad. There will be goals. They will be on both sides, and the game will be open because Zidane understands that he has to play in this way this time.
Yeah,
I wouldn't put anyone. Sorry, I wouldn't put anyone of that more than classic, both teams to score in both halves, which is around 6.0 right now.
Yeah, I just wonder if it might be a little bit of a cagey start because Real Madrid are not going to want to go behind early. Now, also, we've got 169 if you're watching, but we've only got 39 thumbs up. So if you like this video, then please give the thumbs up to the boys. They absolutely love to see thumbs up.
By the way, Mark Riley donated €2.
I saw that. I see Tan's eyes. They lit up. He was thinking, there's another 2. Yeah,
I have
exactly.
no idea what you guys are talking about.
Basically, Mark Riley has donated €2, and he said, make sure that Tan gets this because it was his birthday yesterday. Listen, we haven't got all day, as I keep saying to you, and yet you two want to keep rabbiting on. I know your enthusiasm for it is just unquenchable. So we're going to go with Barcelona now at -150, draw +300, Napoli +400, Barcelona win. Not having Napoli. Napoli are not going to turn up here, Tan.
We lost to 10 for a few.
Okay, well, that's because he thought he'd got his €2, Alex, and that was him off and done one. So what do we say, Barcelona and Napoli?
Barcelona and Napoli, very interesting match. Stay away from the winners market. It's risky to play. Barcelona are very poor right now. You cannot play them at those odds. Yes, I understand that on paper they should be the better side, but at 1.67, don't even touch Barcelona right now. I thought that we will, if Barcelona are at 1.67, Napoli are at 5.10. It will be again one of those matches that we will see goals. Napoli struggling at the back without key defenders Kostas Manolas and Maximovic, struggling to keep clean sheets lately. But for them to qualify further, they need to score, and they have the attacking firepower to find the back of the net against a very shaky Barcelona defense there. So I fancy again Alex Classic here at 1.95. I think that it should come very easy, this one. Napoli will wait. Barcelona will dictate the rhythm. It will be again one of those nights in which Napoli will strike again on the break, and they will make it very, very tough for Barcelona. It will not be a surprise if Napoli will qualify further. It'd be
a massive surprise
if against Barcelona last year or 2 years ago or 3 years ago we would have said Napoli don't stand a chance. This is where they stand the chance. This is the only year that they will stand the chance. Next year, I don't think that they will have the same opportunity. So if you find Barcelona so low on confidence, with so many internal issues, with some injuries, with some external problems between the players, with Griezmann not catching minutes, with Messi very unhappy about the team and doubtful about his future. Now is the time to beat them. If you don't beat them now, you beat them never, right? So
I'm not so sure. I honestly, I have real problems with this Napoli side because they've tried to turn it on and off like a tap, Alex. And listen, I think Alex Classic for you.
Alex Classic, and that's it. I'm not.
I've gone with Barcelona at over 1.5, and even gone with Barcelona -110.
Ooh.
Yeah, sorry for the technical issue.
Don't worry.
For some few seconds.
As Natalie said in the chat, you're just putting an order in for that Frappuccino because you think the €2 is coming your way.
Exactly, but I don't know what is exactly this donation from Mark Riley. I have no idea what is going on.
Yeah, it helps with my equipment, like a webcam or flip-flops or suntan lotion at the beach.
There is actually possibility to donate on the video.
Yeah, so if you want, no problem. Get yourself in there and it will say Tancredi has donated.
Grande Mark, grazie.
Nothing.
Grazie Mark. Grazie, Mark.
So basically €4 from Mark Riley because he donated.
I did it again. He pressed the button twice.
Grande Mark.
Yes.
Next time I will go on air with an espresso next to me, just in honor of Mark Riley. Then
me, I will ask the boss if I'm allowed with a beer next time.
No.
Come on. Really, a Romanian
I'll make it a Peroni, okay.
A Romanian can drink anything else than alcohol? Really? Nothing else?
No. I cannot drink water. It's
milk.
For the flowers. It's for the flowers. The water.
When I was in Bucharest, when I was in Bucharest, actually last December, I was shown by this bartender a fantastic juice of raspberry, something like that. It was very tasty. So it was
with
like
with a drop of alcohol. That is.
No, that was
don't
not,
drink
because I
juice.
said I had to work. I couldn't. Get the juice of raspberry next time, at least for Mark Riley. Just for that. Okay, I got back. I got back in the line, Flash. Sorry. I got back.
Okay, so listen, let's wrap this up then. So Napoli, do they go there and get a result? Because for me, it's all about Barcelona.
You were losing really your. Okay, let's wrap this up. Okay. Okay, let's say focus. Now, look, guys. As
Focus.
Alex mentioned, there was never a chance as this time for Napoli. Having an empty Camp Nou is once in a lifetime. And having a Barcelona with Messi so in crisis, also one in a lifetime. Anyway, a Barcelona so in crisis means only 4 points behind Real Madrid to be champion. But anyway, if we think about the decade of Messi, it was never so messy like these last months and a half.
You can say that Barcelona was not so messy, like it was never so messy, like
with Messi.
Yeah,
exactly.
like the Messi
exactly.
with Messi.
Exactly. So actually, but Napoli do stand a chance. There are though some elements to keep in consideration. First of all, it is true that Manolas, the starting centre-back, got injured to ribs 2 weeks ago, but out of nowhere, surprisingly, he recovered to play against Lazio yesterday, and so he will be back for Barcelona. But very, very huge, risky call from Gennaro Gattuso. He played Lorenzo Insigne for the whole game, useless game against Lazio. 10 minutes to go, Lorenzo Insigne had to pull off, limping off, because apparently a muscular injury. And he was actually crying when he left. So sometimes players get emotional when they got an injury next to a huge appointment because they feel like they won't make it, and then actually they make it. But that is a very, very bad sign. Napoli, without Insigne, are losing the source of offensive creativity. This is not only about him. It's not like Dybala for Juventus, everything pending on him, but Insigne is just irreplaceable. But anyway, at the same time, what we have learned from this Napoli's Gattuso, as it will be very similar, very, very similar to the Coppa Italia final we saw against Juventus, with one difference. The time around, Napoli could go straight on until the end, until penalties, and waiting just for something to happen until penalties. That is exactly what happened. This time around, they do have to score. It was 1-1 at the Stadio San Paolo. So they are able and good and being tight and not conceding and in choking a team that got a good possession but doesn't have that shift changing that Barcelona have missed all the way around with Quique Setién. And I think they will make the most of that. But at the same time, Barcelona, same as Juventus against Lyon, have enough to play one jolly in one game. And maybe this will be the game where they play a jolly. So if I found a very good odds on Barcelona to win and both teams to score, which is at 3.10 European odds. Because Napoli need to go to look for a goal. Goals will happen. They can score to Barcelona, but still there is too much of Barcelona.
Oh, Barcelona all day for me. I can't see where you're even giving Napoli a case, and I'm happy to obviously sit on the next show and eat humble pie if I'm wrong, but I thought that Barcelona, they would just come to everyone wants to raise their game and get ready for the quarterfinals. So I thought Barcelona-Napoli was probably one of the easier games. Don't complicate it. Get on Barcelona. But Barcelona over 1.5. And if you want to go the other way, Brushan in the chat saying Barcelona under 4.5. Now the bottom game, Bayern. Minus 225, might as well be minus 10,000 after Chelsea's injuries from the FA Cup final at the weekend. Draw plus 400 and Chelsea at plus 550, and that'll probably rise to around plus 750. Tan, I don't give. Well, we know that Bayern are already through because they're 3-0 up. Do we see Chelsea putting up any fight, and will Bayern win to 0 again?
No. Chelsea for sure will put a fight. will put up a fight.
But there's no Pulisic, no Azpilicueta, there's no Willian, there's no Loftus-Cheek. All of a sudden, the firepower and weapons that they got and rely on, they're not going to be there.
But I think there will be team performance. I think the team performance will be there. Obviously, it can be, let's face it, let's not complicate or lie to ourselves. Chelsea don't stand a chance. Don't stand a chance. But they will put up a fight. I think the disappointment also of the FA Cup final is giving a boost, because maybe, if they would have won the FA Cup, would be like, okay, guys, let's take this parade in Champions League. Let's just do what we can, but it's easy. It's fine in this way this season. But it won't be like this. They will try to live with pride this season. So, of course, it matters who's playing and not having that firepower, but they will put that in spirit. It's interesting to know about Bayern because it's a completely different situation. Say, Spain ended their season. They had 1 week break. They went on holiday, on vacation, and they went back to training. England and Italy, they have finished the season now, basically, yesterday or 4 days ago. But Germany is up with the season already since a month.
Yeah.
So it is interesting to see how the mindset of the team will be. Let's factor also the factor that Robert Lewandowski will miss out on Ballon d'Or because it won't be unsigned, which is so unfair in his towards him because he was the most candidate. Then obviously these 4 games will decide. But he missed out also on the Golden Boot, as Immobile has scored 2 in the last 2 games and took the boot out of the gentle Polish ankle. So I think that Lewandowski will feel apart even more than he would perform normally. Anyway, all these factors together tell me that it will be a lively game because there is not that tension that is making too much overthinking and overthinking about tactical choices. So I would pick the over 3.5 goals at 2 European odds. And actually, I wasn't able to find the combo, both teams to score and over 3.5 goals. But if Alex will play his magic and we will find me this combo, I would play that combo, actually.
I think there's a parlay coming on here. I really do. I think it's Barcelona to win an over 1.5 and it's Bayern to win an over 1.5. Put them together and you're going to, I think both of them are absolute certainties, Alex.
Yeah, people are saying for you to stop with these certainties because you said about Sassuolo last week with the certainty on Twitter.
Who says that? I can't see that. You're making it up.
Not on the live chat. I will show it to you on Twitter.
No, see, listen, no, you've wrote that or you've rung someone and said bash flash for Sassuolo. Why are you doing that? My confidence has been so high and then all of a sudden you've brought Sassuolo in.
Both teams to score and over 2.5 goals at 1.810 for this Bayern Chelsea match.
No, but I meant both teams to score and over 3.5.
Oh, it must be at around 2.4, 2.5.
Yeah, and it's got no chance, Tan. No, Bayern just close up shop. I think this is like a 3-0.
Because it will be a live. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Over 2.5 total team goals looks very good for Bayern Munich. Give them an open match and they will score you till the end, Against the German teams, it's not nice to play because they will score till the showers. Even in the showers, they will find a way to score again, And most of all, Bayern Munich and most of all, Lewandowski, they have no injury issues. And you mentioned a long list for Chelsea, long list with injuries. Kante, William, Loftus-Cheek, Azpilicueta, most important, Pulisic. Our friend Anthony is saying Pulisic is the best Premier League player and he's American. I don't think that he's the best Premier League player.
He's a very good player, though.
Yes, very, very good player. But Bayern will trash them. I have Bayern Munich to win halftime, full time at even money here. I mean, I think that they will enjoy themselves and get ready for the knockout stages, the final 8 in Lisbon. That would be where the interesting stuff will happen. Rude Boys is asking us why we are not covering Leipzig, Atletico Madrid, and Atalanta PSG. We are covering them next week when we'll talk all about quarterfinals.
Come on, Rude Boy, get with the system. These are the first 4 games prior to the quarterfinals. So sort yourself out, sit tight, and we'll be back in a few days, and then we'll give you the winners of these games, and then when they play each other, and we'll have all the quarterfinals for you. Now, give me a quick rundown, boys. We've run over time already, so come on. Start with you, Alex. Give me your four tips.
I have Lyon to qualify at 2.02, also over 2.5 goals in the match at 1.76. Real Madrid, Manchester City, of course, that should be a banker. The Alex Classic at 1.91. Barcelona, Napoli, again, Alex Classic at 1.95. Bayern to win halftime, full time at 1.95. And I will include right now what our friend from the live chat said, Jack Pancake, minus 1.5 with Bayern at 1.82.
Yeah, I mean, it's always risky going with Jack Pancake. I tell you what, I had hair the last time he had a winner. Tan, talking about someone who had a winner about maybe 2 days ago, Genoa, half-time, full-time. So you're on a roll, and it was your birthday. Now give me some more, please, Tan.
Yeah, not 10 madness this time, even if with Roma we were so close. They won at the end against Juventus, and only the last minute a penalty in the first half. That was never a penalty from referee Rocky ruined the 10 madness. Not 10 madness this time, because the 10 madness is something that or is happening or not. You can't force that. So I go with Juventus Lyon. Juventus to win with 1 goal European handicap at 2.20. Manchester City Real Madrid. I am stealing the Alex Classic and putting here on the chest over 2.5 goals and both teams to score.
I will take the share from your €2 for that thing. I will take the share from
my
that.
shirt.
Your share from the €2 that
watch out for.
What's your banker, Tan? What is your number 1 bet? Is it the Alex Classic in the Man City Real Madrid game?
No, I would say Juventus Lyon.
Okay, well, I'm going to do a 2, and I'm going to do a 2-leg and 3-leg parlay. I'm going to go with Barca
Wait,
and Bayern.
I wouldn't finish.
Oh, no. I know your other tips are no good to no one, so I'll just carry on. Barcelona, Naples. I'm just throwing this at you in this day. Barcelona, Napoli. It's Barcelona to win and both teams to score at 3.10. Yeah, and then Bayern Chelsea at over 3.5 goals and both teams to score approximately 2.40 European odds. Okay, well, mine is going to be a 2-team and 3-team parlay. I'm going to go with Barcelona and Bayern, both to win and over 1.5 goals. And I'm going to throw in my 3rd leg, 3 doubles and a treble. Will probably be Alex Classic, and it's Man City and Real Madrid. Now, also, press the link in the description. Alex has wrote an article on these games, so you can go over there and get prepared, Rude Boy, for the quarterfinals, and we'll have another show for you. Now, if you like this video, then please subscribe, press the button, and ring the bell. Ring the bell means that we can notify you, and then that means if you have subscribed, then we'll be sending you a little ding to say that the Europa show is coming up very, very soon, in a little under 20 minutes.
That's sending you a little ding sounded very bad. Very
yes, you like a little ding. All right, you like a little.
I don't know, but you said that.
Okay, listen.
Europa League starting in 20 minutes, guys. 8 matches, and Martin is back with a lot of predictions.
Yes,
so
exactly. So we don't need you to spending any more airtime, all right? Because next time when I do the schedule, I'll have a 4-hour window for your games, okay?
Imagine 4 games, 40 minutes. If you let me and Tan do a show for 2 games, you can do it for 8 hours, you know?
Not everybody can be flash, you know?
Hey,
Not everybody can be
listen,
flash.
I'm just the adjudicator. You're the experts. I'm just there to just mold you and make sure that we get the show done. Alex, brilliant job as always. Tan, happy birthday again for yesterday, and I hope you had a great day. Have a great week, and we'll see you again when these games are done and we go for the quarterfinals. I hope everyone at home knows what they're doing now. The Alex Classic at the Etihad. I think that's the way to go. You take care.
Banker.